Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to discuss about approval process in Salesforce. So, approval process, what is approval process? Now, approval process automates how records are approved in Salesforce. An approval process specifies each step of approval, including from whom to request approval and what to do at each point of the process. So basically, we know it's the out of the box feature of Salesforce, but here I am going to do the customized things. Means I have written one Apex class and Apex trigger by which I will demonstrate how the entire approval process works. So here for approval process, these classes are necessary: process request class, process result class, process submit request class, and process work item request class. Now we will be discussing all the classes one by one. So here it's the process request class. Now process request class is the parent class of process submit class and process item work item request class. So it's just like you can consider it just like HTTP. Before creating an instance of HTTP request or response, we need the HTTP class just like this. For approval process, first we have to create the instance of process request class. So here, what are the methods of the process request class? Everything has been mentioned here in the Salesforce developer guide. And our next class is process result class. So we can guess from the name of the class that here we are getting the response. Means whatever process request we are sending, the corresponding response we are getting by this class. So we have to write in this way the approval.processRise result approval process request one. These are the methods of process result. And here process submit request class. So here we have to submit the approval for the first time. So then we have to use this class, process submit request class. Here, these are the inherited method because process request is the parent class of this. So these are the parent class methods. So it's inherited method, and after that, these are the very specific method which are completely specific for this class, and process work item request class. Now we will be discussing over code. So here, what is my agenda or what I want to show? Here we know in the approval process, if we create any approval process, then after creating this, here we are getting anything for submit for approval button. So if we click the submit for approval button, then it goes to the approver. The approver approve it or reject it based on the requirements. So here it's out of the box feature. So when we create any approval process and after creating any record or anything, updating anything, if the record meets that criteria, then this segment comes. So here, but what I have done for the opportunity object, here I have created one pick list next step. So here in the next step, what are the steps? I am editing these things. These things are submit, approve, and reject. So I have written the code based on these things. Means if I click on the submit, it will go to the submit for approval. If I click the approve, it will be approved automatically. And if I click on reject, it got rejected automatically. So now I am discussing the code. Here for the opportunity, so after insert and after update, definitely we are getting trigger. And for trigger, we are considering 3 stages: submit, approve, and reject, by which Before that, we have created that class, test approval class. Here, test approval class has three methods. One is submit for approval. Here we have written all the codes for submit for approval. Here it's approve record. Here we have written code for approval, and it's the reject record. Here I have written the code for rejection. So now what I have done here. Now for submit for approval, what I have done, now process submit request. I have created first response, one instance or object for a process submit request. There I have setting comments and set object ID. So object ID is being passed from this trigger. Yeah, in the iteration, what we are doing, if it's submit, in the next step is submit, then we are calling this method submit for approval, and here we are passing the trigger.new, means opportunity ID. So here opportunity ID, so here we are passing the enter opportunity record, and here set object ID we are passing opportunity.id. Now we are setting the next set of approvals. Here it's we are defining array of IDs which is the of next approval. Here also I'm showing you, I have created one thing, means one lookup relationship with the user, its next approver. Here it will fetch all the active user. So here we can manually fix the list of user also. So now request get script entry criteria rule skip, and here whatever request we are giving, we are getting the response in the result. And what result is what type of approval.process result. As I discussed earlier, that process result class stored the response. So it's storing the response. And here, if we click the approve, so what happened? The approve record method is being invoked. So here it's the approve record. What we are doing? The process work item request, then set comments. Here in the set action, we have to mention the approve. And for the rejection, the same thing, we have to mention the reject. And like before, we have to mention the next approver IDs. And here, one thing we have to do, here we are doing one thing, work item ID. Now, what is work item ID? What we are doing? Here we are creating, we have created one another method, which is getting the opportunity ID. So here, from here, what we are doing? Now we are looping the process instance work item. Now it's one type of Salesforce object. So what it's doing? The process one instance work item represents the user pending approval request. Means whatever requests are pending in the queue, that all are stored in the process instance work item. So here what we are fetching, the p.id. Here p we have used as alias p.id, and where we have how we are writing p.process instance dot target object id. So what is this? Process instance. So here in this object process instance work item, if we check the field, now process instance ID. Now what type of it is? It's reference. So its reference means this process instance ID must be a parent object of this parent instance work item. So now we'll be checking this process instance. Yeah, this process instance, yeah, it's having target object ID. And what process instance is doing? Represent an instance of a single end-to-end approval process. Use this node step work item process instance object to create approval history reports. Means from the lots of requests are waiting in the queue. So from there, for a particular object, a single object is represented by the process instance. So from there, p.process_instant.target object ID. So whatever we are passing as opportunity ID, we are matching and we are simply returning the ID, work item ID there and returning this. So here we are getting this which to be approved and we are simply approving and storing this result here. The same function is process is being followed for the rejection and only the set action will be reject. Now it's time to check the output. For the opportunity, I am creating one opportunity here. For account, I'm not giving anything. User, yeah, I'm keeping myself. Next steps, first I'm doing submit, close date. Twenty-ninth stage needs information. Save. Yeah, it's automatically comes in there. I don't need to click any submit for approval button. It has automatically come by Apex trigger and it's in the pending because I have clicked on the submit and here according to submit only this method has been invoked. This method has been invoked. So it's just sent the request in the queue. Now I will be editing this record. Submit to approve. Yeah, it's approved automatically. Now we'll create another one opportunity and we'll check for rejection. Just submit. Comes submit, it's pending. I am editing it. Reject it. Rejected. So that's it for my presentation. Thank you.